Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here for episode number 4 of our F1 23 mini season. So let's take a look at the standings to start after a crazy Italian Grand Prix. I won the race with a little bit of my special driving abilities. Yeah, I had to do something. I was down by 40 points, so put Sainz out of the way. Leclerc, I wasn't even trying to take him out. Had to send it in the last corner to pass him. Got him. Flew back onto the track, took out Verstappen in the process, which I didn't want to do either because that's not helping the team. But we did, I guess. Um, so next up we have Qatar.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through. You handled that well.
We
Thank you.
got one thing that didn't work. So let's go to the facilities here. Okay, we can get a bunch of new parts in this car before Qatar. Which that will be helpful. Again, as we try to beat Ferrari. Constructor is going to be difficult at this point. Verstappen's had a bunch of poor finishes. Um, I had a bunch of poor finishes to start the season.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be
So,
on the car ready for the next race weekend.
yeah, we're not in a great spot, I don't think, to win constructors. I think we're just way too far behind.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process.
How is the standings for
We'll have them
constructors?
with us for the next
Yeah,
Grand Prix.
no, we're down by 40 points. I mean, if we can get like a Ferrari double DNF for Verstappen and I get a 1-2, we can come back, but we got a so we got a sprint here. All right. Today is Qatar Grand Prix and US Grand Prix. So we got a shot here to make something happen. I definitely think that we can do big things. We got a lot of cars in contention to win races, so it's very intriguing. The Red Bull, the Mercedes, the Ferraris, they're all good. McLaren's right on the outside. So, anything is possible, it seems like. Feeling okay about this lap. Now, I haven't seen this track since I played a career on it months ago, so. Give me DRS, I guess. We'll take 5th. We were in a solid spot for a good amount of that race, so. Again, this goes into the sprint race now. So, into the sprint, what can we do?
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves
Verstappen
once
got
again of
7th?
our top 3. Hamilton, Russell and Charles Leclerc.
What happened to Verstappen in these races? Very confused. And I know I took him out in 2, but this is weird. See, I took him out at Belgium because I was like, oh, I got to make up points. And then since then, it's just been over. Ferrari's just been pulling away. Again, Verstappen should have gained points at Monza. That was
They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
It's not an ideal situation by any means.
all right. Come on, to the lead of the sprint. Up from 5th. Hamilton's there. So I'm 18 points behind Carlos Sainz. That is it. 18 points behind Carlos Sainz. We can recover that. We're only like a few behind Leclerc, only like 2 behind Hamilton, 2 or 3. The main thing is getting ahead of Sainz. Because if we're getting ahead of Sainz, we're probably getting ahead of Leclerc. So that is 1 lap down here with Qatar. We got 2 more in the sprint and then 5 coming in the actual race. Still to come races this season. Circuit of the Americas later this episode. Next week is Brazil and Las Vegas. Brazil and Las Vegas, last 2. End of the season in Vegas. That is gonna be wild. The one street circuit that I feel like I race good at. What did I do? I missed the corner bad. Worried about Russell behind. Kind of through the corner. Sainz was closed up a little bit. He started back at 6th. He made his up 4th. Alright, here we go through the end of Sector 2. Russell is right on us. Oh my god, wheel to wheel. Thought I was gonna get taken out in one of those corners. I really did. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Yes, nice work, mate. You did a
Whew.
really good job today.
3 wide drag race.
Happy with that one.
That was insane.
And now let's take a look at the driver's
Unbelievable.
standings. Carlos Sainz extends his lead at the top, getting ever closer to securing the championship. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Hamilton's 2 points ahead of us. This is a close championship. I mean, first to 7th is only 40 points. Like, some of these drivers are getting close to getting locked out of wins. Because right now, the most you can score be 100 and... Well, you have 108 points. Right? 100. Qatar, US, so it's 108. So it's 112 points you can come back from. So theoretically, nobody's mathematically out. After this race, it's going to drop down because then you only have about 75. So, about 78. So anybody basically from Alonso on down will be eliminated after this race. So you don't want to be below that line. You want to be... Again, I think 40 points out you can come back from because that's about 2 wins. So basically the end of this episode, if you're more than 50 points out, you're done. So into Qatar we go to actually race now. Let's see what we got. This should be good. This should be real good. I'm excited. That sprint race drag finish was insane. Three wide. Love to see it. Love to see it.
It's race day yet again.
All right. Let's go get it. Solid start from Russell. See, the thing was, I should have had that sprint win locked down. But I hit the curb, that launched me over. Gave everybody behind a shot to come flying up. And I mean, take a shot at me, see what they can do. I assume Sainz got a bad start. He's nowhere in the top 5 and he's finishing the top 5. So again, Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz. Those are the main guys we've gotta be ahead of them. So that curve right there, I took that inside just a little too tight. Hit that launched me way wide. Alright, 4 to go here in Qatar.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
A win feels like a must here. You know, with Sainz down the order for whatever reason. We can keep Hamilton in 3rd. I mean, no matter what, if we finish ahead of Hamilton, we should gain points on him. and then Leclerc's only a few more in front of us. So, win this race, we have a shot at being second in the standings. It ultimately depends on where Sainz finishes. If he finishes as poorly as he's running now, and there's potential he could be. He's either outside the points right now or he's bottom of the points. Alright, Russell, Hamilton.
Okay, DRS will be enabled at this lap. You can use it when you're within
Still
1
behind.
second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Hamilton has passed Russell. Alright, 1 second ahead. This is just such a focused racing from me. Like, I'm just locked in. Because again, getting the good result here is gonna be key. Like, we need this win. And especially, again, we're trying to come back from a season that didn't start well. So we're on, like, such a recovery mode race, right? We've been in that. I mean, you know, what I did at Monza, you know, punting Sainz out of the way and full sending it on Leclerc in the corner. Like, is that the best move? Is that what they would do in F1? Absolutely not. But I'm here to win this championship in Italy. I don't really care, would it actually happen? Because that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is winning goddamn championship. So again, Bahrain wasn't great, which again, Bahrain's a track I'm typically good at, so have a poor start there was unfortunate. Go to Miami, qualifying in the rain. Overall, just really struggle there. DNF. Red Bull Ring, we get the W. Belgium in the sprint, I crash and get a grid penalty. So that doesn't help us.
Final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.0 seconds.
Grid penalty hurts us. We go from 18th or 19th, and we do recover back up to third place, get a podium. So, you know, solid recovery, but again, we left a lot of points out there in the sprint, and we left some points out there in the actual race. You know, okay, come back. Let's go to the Netherlands. Qualify kind of poor. And then in the race, I made up a lot of ground to start, from 13th up to 6th in the first turn. But then from there, clip the grass going to the last turn, put my car in the gravel, try to drive back on the track, hit Russell, lose my wings, spin out. I dropped out of that race because, again, 5-lap race, there's no safety car, there's no pit stops. If it was a 25% race, I would have stayed in, but it is not. And we'll do this here. Let's go. Look behind. They are battling each other. That is lovely. Hamilton did get second. I heard him move over and give Russell just a little bit of a draft, but couldn't help him enough.
That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
Awesome. So yeah, we go to Monza, do what we do, win the race. And then we come here to Qatar, win the sprint, win the race. We are on our way back to the top. On our way to the top of the standings. 3 races to go. 3 races to go. We can do it.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. After a superb performance today, we welcome a new driver to the top of the championship standings. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day? Let's move on to the constructors. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Well, what an end to another.
We're only 25 behind the constructors.
Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next
We're
one.
leading the points. Let's go. I didn't know who to be leading, but Sainz didn't score. Seeing the actual race, Sainz did not score, so we only got 5. We got 33. Hamilton got 25. 16 for Leclerc. All right, let's go. Let's go. I thought we were going to have to do one more race to get back to the top. All right, 3 races to go. 3 races to go.
Thanks for dealing with that. The department's appreciated.
So let's take a look at, again, the standings and see who can catch up. So Fernando Alonso is still mathematically in it. So anybody from Alonso up can still win the championship. Alonso's been getting 8th every time. That's crazy. So let's see what we can do now. There's been 3 drivers that have won races and 3 drivers that have won 2 in a row. The performances that followed up the 2 in a row for the previous, Verstappen got 7th, Sainz got 19th. Let's not follow that up with a bad performance. Let's go out here and win. Continue to build up our points total. That's what we need to do. I don't believe there's a sprint for this. There is a sprint. Really? I didn't think there was last year. They really backload the schedule with sprints, huh? Interesting. I really did that bad in that first turn? Okay. Kind of struggling through a little bit of those sections. This is not what we need. I really wish I could control my energy consumption. That would make it so much better qualifying. That was trash section. Wow. Wow. Good thing it is a sprint race that we were in and not the main race.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Sainz, Verstappen, and George
Because
Russell.
we are only
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started.
a few
Be sure
points
to join us again
ahead
from
of Hamilton,
Lights
Leclerc,
Out
Sainz,
tomorrow.
and Russell. All the guys that are going to beat us in the championship are top 6. Oh boy. After this race, there's only after the actual race, there's only going to be 58. Nope, 60 points. 60 points that somebody can earn. So if anybody's behind whoever's the leader at the end of this race by 60 points, it's over.
And a warm welcome to...
Bad start for Gasly. Great start for me. Great start for me. Terrible start for me. That was not what I intended. What did I do? So I had a good start. I really tried to turn in here way too much just into the side of Verstappen. That was... What? How did I break the wing on the... That don't make any sense. I broke the wing on the... There we go. Yeah, I broke the left side of the wing when the right side hit his car. That's what I wanted right there. Cut off Leclerc. I got...
Time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Can't believe I got a 2-second time penalty. I think Leclerc is a broken wing. Because everybody's super slow behind, Or him and everybody behind him super slow. So I don't think I can break away from signs of Verstappen. I just don't have the time to do it. I feel like breakaway potential is there, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I feel through some of these corners.
Sainz is the fastest man on track right now. He's just posted the quickest lap of the race.
Like, I feel like we're doing a little bit of damage to him. Now, I'm not gonna do anything dumb, because I'm gonna get third in this race. I can afford to lose 2 points to not absolutely put this thing into a wall trying to gain 1 point, right? Especially with the fact that Hamilton and Leclerc are the two closest to me in the standings. Sainz is now 4th, Verstappen's like 7th. Like, I'm not even gonna risk crashing here.
Try to stay with them. We might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Like, it's just not worth it to potentially crash out of this race. Sainz fell back a little bit when I shoved him wide. Got Verstappen the sprint
Great
win.
drive, great drive.
We'll take it.
Everyone here is really happy with that performance. Well done, mate.
I believe Sainz was 1.4 behind. Again, we still gain points on Hamilton and Leclerc. Realistically, we gain.
What effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Our championship leader not only managed to hold on to the top spot, but managed to further extend their lead. That's impressive stuff. Well, that wraps up the sprint. All that remains is the main event. We'll be live uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
So with that, Fernando Alonso was mathematically out. The most points that anybody can score now is 86. Alonso is 87 behind. So that's kind of wild. He's right outside of, not that Alonso can dominate, because mathematically it's not always realistic. So again, the points you can score: 3 races, 1 sprint, and 3 fastest lap points. That is what's available. I feel pretty good about how that sprint went. We obviously drove up there, took the lead. See what we can do here. Again, we're a lot closer. We drove up to 3rd. We should easily be able to drive up and take the lead here. There we go. We got ahead of Verstappen, got ahead of Sainz. Again, we had that 2-second penalty. Of course, we crossed the line first in the sprint, but that penalty did cost us. Leclerc had to have a front wing that was broken. Really, really saved us by the fact that he held up everything. We ended up really just kind of driving our race and doing what had to be done. A little bit of a slide there. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Here we go. I'm feeling good about this race. And again, continuing to extend that lead is what this race and the next two are about, right? It's coming out of Brazil with a really, really good shot to win, because you never know what can happen in street race, like Las Vegas. So, a bit of a wild card finish, I'll admit that. So, again, it's having as many guys mathematically eliminated after Brazil. That's the thing. Right? Who's within 26 points of me after Brazil? So again, Brazil has another sprint race. So there is an opportunity to score even more points there. We got to win this race. We got to win this and win in Brazil, and then we'll see what happens in Las Vegas. But that's kind of the strategy. And again, with the tracks that I've picked, like, they're not necessarily tracks I'm bad at. I picked a few that Miami I'm not great at. Netherlands is okay. Qatar, really haven't raced it enough to know if I'm like good at it or not, but I've done pretty well at it, I guess. The races that I have done. Bahrain typically is good, wasn't good this time though. But yeah, like something like Red Bull Ring, Brazil, Circuit of the Americas, like those are tracks that are just good for you. So, feel like we are doing decent through this race. I think Sainz is close enough to have DRS. Maybe not. It's falling back, so I would think he would not have DRS. So I think with a little bit more time, I could have gapped Sainz and Verstappen in the sprint. Because again, Norris, I'm just already 3 seconds ahead of him just naturally. So even with like the broken wing that Leclerc had to hold everybody up, I think I still could have got, definitely could have got third. As for these two are just so like still staying close to me. DRS, energy deployment, like that stuff's helping them stay close. Two laps to go here. Sainz is on us. Ooh, come on. Well, he's gonna have DRS down this straight. Honestly, there's a good chance he may even pass us. Block that move that lap. He's going to have about 2 more areas to try to pass. Realistically, 2 more passing. I don't know if he's going to have the distance here to catch him.
Final lap, let's go. Final lap.
He may up the hill have a move on the inside. He does not. Okay. Let's see what we got through here. Keep it nice and clean. Alright, Sainz gonna have one more real good attempt down this straight. This is also what I was saving some of my energy deployment for, though. Is right there. He got us. There's no way around that one. He did get us there for a second. Was able to come back at him with just enough speed in the braking zone, but alright, come on. This is it to the line. Let's go. Let's go. Win 4 in the season, 3 in a row.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my
2
friend.
sprint
Well
wins.
done.
Should have been 3. Let's go.
They take the checkered flag then here in Austin.
Let's go. That was good.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Our current championship leader dominated the track, secured a win, and further increased their advantage. Let's focus on the driver
All right.
of the day.
Anybody that's
Natalie Pinkham. Come on,
60
who do
points
you
or
pick?
more
It's time
behind
to check out the constructors'
is
standings.
out of the
Ferrari
standings
continue to extend the
mathematically.
gap at the top of the
And
table.
that
Meanwhile, a
is
strong weekend from Red Bull this time out.
just
They improve their
Piastri.
position in the championship.
Piastri's mathematically
Equal
out.
parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula 1.
Lando,
So be sure to join us for the next
Max, Russell, Leclerc, all close to being out next. Again, we have 60 points on the board left to earn as the maximum. So we'll see a bunch of those points fall off after Brazilian Grand Prix. We'll see you guys in the next one.